Because we're like gaming buddies, and this is
Yeah.
like non-gaming hour. Like we're doing non-gaming things.
gamer shit.
Yeah.
Let's see how this works. So I'm gonna put this here.
I think I need to do this, and then... And we're live, I'm pretty sure.
This is my little
Oh,
Hufflepuff. This is what I wore when I went to Mexico for my braces.
And then
I need to put my rubber bands back in, but I have to eat dinner first.
Oh, I
Damn.
forgot I have to solder the little. It comes with little screens. I have to solder the pins on the screens as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Wait, so what was this thing about time travel you guys were talking about? Like you can't witness time travel until it's been invented, is what you were saying.
That would be the starting point. That's what
Yeah.
the guy said. I don't know if that's
So
true.
we're not gonna be able to even see like the evidence of the time travel until
No.
it's like invented, or
So
That was like the argument, right?
I think
yeah, I
it's...
guess so.
I think what he's saying is like we could see time travelers right now if
No,
there was
we
a
can't.
future ahead of us that
No,
has
no, no,
already
no.
happened, but there...
So
Dan.
what
Wait,
he
1
said-
second. Dan, get rid of the crotch cam.
Oh
Ain't nobody
god.
want to see that.
Oh god. We only
That's
have
for
one.
the
No, no.
Patreon.
We only
That's
have
for
one.
the Patreon.
Priscilla was right. Priscilla
That's
was
for
right.
the Patreon. We only have one viewer, and it's my
Two,
iPad.
three,
So thankfully, no
okay.
crotch cam.
It's gonna be in the VOD.
One,
God.
2, 3, 4, 5. No, Priscilla was right. Elijah.
Wait.
So you won't
right.
even see the evidence of time travel until it's been invented in our timeline.
Correct.
That's the argument.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
the argument.
Well, what if I've already seen it? I feel like it exists, but it's like disguised as other things. Like how people have been doing that. People tricky since the beginning of time. People tricky.
Have
know
you
what I
guys
mean?
have you guys
You're
seen
so
those
tricky.
like conspiracy celebrity videos where it's like celebrities look like other celebrities hundreds of years ago or 100 years ago or whatever?
Oh yeah, they look like royalty.
Yeah.
I think that's
kind of funny.
That's kind of funny. But like, would you be a celebrity if you were like?
Ew,
I feel like
nasty.
it looks nasty.
It did look nasty. I was like, looked at it, I was like, ooh, matcha latte. Looks like throw.
Oh, yucky, baby doo doo.
Oh my god.
So awful.
I don't know. I feel like we've all probably met a time traveler at least once in our life and we didn't even know. Because weird shit happens, unexplainable weird shit happens all the time. I'm not just talking about crackheads coming up to you and being like, and then walking away.
All crackheads are actually time travelers. That's canon as shit, bro.
Some
Crack
of the psychotic
is
patients.
time travel.
Some of the psychotic patients. We had one person who thought it was 2065, and we would like Google shit and show her the like date, and she's like, we're like, so how do you react to this? And she's like, we'll agree to disagree. And we're like, what? Bitch.
She just said you're wrong. You're just wrong, and it's okay.
Apparently, it's 2065.
Honestly,
But I was just like, what do you... When there's no... Because it was just logical. Like, how can you refute that or rebuttal it? Well, you just agree to disagree.
Well, just talk to anyone that's religious, you know?
Oh.
that's true. But wait. Time travel, we're thinking about it like you physically travel, like Doctor Who, right? But what if time travel is not that at all? And what if it's like in your thoughts and in your dreams? More like kind of like the Matrix.
Wait.
What if time travel was more like the Matrix and less like Doctor Who is what I'm saying.
I'm listening to you.
Because there's people that have deja vu and there's people that have like dreams where they've like done all this shit and it's like way too much to be like
how could you
by your
know
little brain. Yeah, like how did all these things happen and why do I feel so familiar?
But I've also heard that deja vu is like because it actually has happened to you before, but you just don't remember.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like when people do eventually do the whole time travel thing, what if it's like in the Matrix where they kind of hook up, they check in,
like they're sleeping together,
do
or
like no, like they it's like a
like
thing.
they hook up
like,
to the
Yeah,
I
like
know.
the
I'm just
Matrix.
trolling.
Yeah.
Oh.
they sleep together and then they time
And then they
travel.
time travel.
Up and then time travel.
Yeah, it's probably on Pornhub somewhere. So
there's this
Yeah.
book that like does the math for like coincidences when you're like, oh, that was a coincidence. The statistical likelihood of coincidences is so incredibly low, and the fact that they happen so often to us is another thing that they're like, maybe there's more to the world. Because I mean, time travel, I mean, yeah, we haven't figured out the world. We don't even know what's in the bottom of the ocean. So
you're saying that coincidence
Mariana Trench. Is that what it is?
yes.
Great
So anyways,
So,
well, have you guys ever had an experience that like science can't explain?
yeah. Never mind.
No, say it.
I was just gonna roast Daniel.
Science can't explain. That's crazy.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing I can say will be better than what you're thinking.
That's solid as hell.
I just wanted science can't explain how Daniel's hairline has come to this. No, science can explain that.
I would say so.
I would say so.
Mm.
I don't know, because there's things that science can't explain, but I feel like it's like a matter of time. I feel like science can't explain it. It's just a matter of time, you know?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Or science probably has explained it.
Well,
We
because
just
what
don't know.
back in the day, if you like if you were a woman and you had like hysteria on your period, you were a fucking witch demon.
Back in the day, if you were a woman and you
Well,
farted, you were
You were
Is it-
death,
Never mind.
instantaneous death.
What, Daniel?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Shut your bout ass up.
But I'm just saying,
your
like, yeah,
fucking
like
ass.
our explanation for things in the past was like very, very rudimentary, and now we actually have explanations for them. Maybe it'll be the same.
I need to go get some scissors, but I'm taking y'all
Yeah,
with
maybe,
me.
Vibes. Okay.
I don't know. I think there's things science shouldn't explain. I think we should stay a little whimsical. Let's be a little whimsical about some things, you know. Does science kill magic, or is science magic? You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Porque no los dos.
I feel like that was very direct, Dan. So if you don't know what I mean, that's just you by yourself. Know what I mean?
True.
Know what I mean, B.
Ooh, you have a Razer mouse, Priscilla?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah. Well, it was free.
Oh, nice. Did someone
Mine
gift it
was
to you?
bugging. Mine was bugging, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna get a new one, but I'm gonna wait till it dies. And then Squish was like, hey, check your mailbox 2 days later. And I had a mouse.
Nice,
And
dude.
I was like, wow, I love charity. Especially when it's
I love Squish.
Dude, he's so nice. He helped me pick out a walking pad. Because my dad's gonna get a walking pad so that we can exercise at home.
Squish is the best person to like brainstorm gifts and spending with, because he'll just tell you to buy the most expensive.
Well, he told me not to get it off of Amazon, and then he sent me one from Amazon that was like maybe a little bit better quality than what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I gave him a budget, he pulled through.
I gave him budget, he pulled through.
Squishy's
Nice.
what did Squishy help me do? Squishy's helped me well, one time I asked Squishy to help me fix my stream when I was streaming on Twitch, and my stream was so fucked. I like couldn't even because I used to stream Apex, and I couldn't stream it anymore without it like chopping. Like he fucked it up so bad. It was really bad. But Squishy's done me a solid. He used to do Photoshop stuff for me.
He owes me 2 blizzards. That's how I have people pay me back.
Ooh, a blizzard sounds really good right now. I might go get a blizzard.
Honestly.
Oh, they do DoorDash?
That shit's gonna be water by the time you get it. Well, it's kind of cold these days, so.
It's cold, and I have one really close to my place. What's it called? Dairy Queen? Shut up.
Excuse me?
Shut
How could you
up.
forget our Lord and Savior, Dairy Queen, the Queen of Dairy?
They do have Dairy Queen. Wow.
Well, does your Dairy Queen have food?
Let me see.
If it does, that would make sense. If they readily had that shit available.
It does not.
Oh.
Dude, but Dairy Queen food is really good. The burgers.
I had
Haven't
it
tried 'em.
once, but
They're
not the
really yummy.
burgers.
Okay, do you guys think I should get a blizzard or a mocha moo latte? What do you think?
I think a blizzard will melt less fast.
Do a blizzard then. Cookie dough is the only way to go, right?
Cookie dough, the only way to go.
Ooh,
It's
peanut
true,
butter's
dude.
good too.
Dude, I got stuck in one of those things where you hear a tune and then you just repeat the tune for a little too long. And I got a little stuck that way for a minute when I was in the car with Dan, with our father.
Which tune was it?
I don't even remember. I just remember it was so fucking catchy.
They don't have cookie dough blizzards, bruh.
I think it was a truck. I think it was a truck.
That's lame.
Is it
That is lame.
Is it the Snickerdoodle cookie dough blizzard?
No,
It's
that's
just
like
cookie dough blizzard,
that's
right?
cinnamon. That's some cinnamon.
Bruh, they don't have. They
They don't have a. They don't have
No.
chocolate chip cookie dough blizzard.
They have caramel fudge cheesecake, cocoa dipped strawberry, Reese's Pieces, Snickerdoodle, chocolate chip cookie. Oh wait, is chocolate chip cookie dough? That's the regular one, right? Yeah, that's the regular. Okay, let me do that. Small.
Okay.
Add to order.
Do they both work? They don't both work.
Actually, maybe I'll just go drive and get it. Could you guys entertain my stream in the meantime?
Yeah. Where's your stream audience called so that we don't misidentify them?
Well, it's not on Twitch. I feel like Twitch it was easier to actually get random viewers, but on YouTube streaming, I don't know. I think people have to be subscribed to you. Either way,
What do I call them though? What do I call
What
them?
should we call them? If one of my TikToks takes off, yeah, I have to get ready.
You have to get ready to name your followers.
I really like going to cafes, and that's in my TikTok content a lot. So maybe we should do something like coffee related. Beans? Should we call them beans? No, that could be interpreted.
Yeah, we're Mexican. We shouldn't do that.
Yeah, maybe not beans. Coffee beans? No.
I've heard people call like their audience beans or beanies, but
no,
I'm not that.
We could be more creative. What else?
Yeah, you just said everyone that does that's fucking trash.
I did not say that. I literally did not say that. Literally.
What if I'm saying it? What if I'm unafraid?
What if I'm not a pussy like you?
Damn, don't say pussy on YouTube.
No, it's okay. Put the rating to be above 18.
Pussy.
There's no way.
Dude, look at my bookmark. It's poo.
Also, you haven't read a lick for us.
That makes me want to make you a bookmark since you're book girly.
Okay. Do you guys... Okay, actually, it just got pretty interesting.
Dan, are you jealous that I'm not making you a bookmark?
No, I was about to tell you
I'm gonna get this shit delivered.
I totally forgot.
You can call your audience little bookmarks.
Oh, I was gonna say, look at my forehead. Look how shiny it is.
It looks so glass skin.
Glass skin. That is glass skin, honey.
The reason it's so shiny is because I am starting to use a little product.
Ooh, what is it? Priscilla
Did he say? Did she say minoxidil? That's
Yes.
out of pocket, sister.
That's what I'm
That's
trying to. That's what I'm trying to use. And if I see you as a guinea pig in order to see results, so that I may try it myself, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's because we both have like very similarly sensitive skin. All right, so I hope that whatever you're using works so that I could use it too.
Wait, I'm
These
actually
are fucking
curious
dark
what the
woods.
product is.
Um,
Is it retinol?
no, it's because since my hair's starting to recede, starting to get a little crazy on me, I bought some rosemary like infused shit.
Ooh, yes, Rosemary's natural hair growth shit.
Oh, so
Yeah.
not only is your forehead glass skin
It
slave, but it also
smells
smells nice.
like herbaceous and delicious.
Yes. It's like an
Use that forehead.
an after shower like application, but I just put it all over my face because it feels
Oh my
nice.
god, what if you grow hair on your forehead?
I mean,
On
that'd
his
be
face?
hilarious.
You mean like grow a beard?
No, I
But
mean
like,
like under the eyes, because he's putting the oil everywhere.
Put it on your. You're gonna have hairy
Don't
eyelids,
don't put
brother.
it everywhere, Dan.
dude, I don't think it's an issue.
I think
Uh
it's an issue that needs a tissue. Wipe that shit off.
okay, so I ordered my Blizzard for delivery. So
Mhm.
Nice.
this bitch, what's her name?
Which bitch? And when we jump in her, just
It's Fumiko. So Fumiko, as of now, is like the main character. She's the one who wants to go back and see to the day that her man broke up with her. But she doesn't like she just heard the
I would never.
rumors.
Couldn't be me. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, so
Miko, what are you doing, girly?
apparently it was going really well, and she actually thought he was gonna ask her to marry him. But then he
Oh
up and
my
went
god.
to the States.
Then he up and bitched out.
Yep.
Hmm.
So anyways, she heard the rumors about the cafe and she's been saying it to them like I want to go to the past.
I have so much
And
left over. I fucked up.
oh Nor, you can use that to make a different bracelet.
I'll use it to make rings.
There you go. But anyways, so she's trying to push the staff and the people there who've actually time traveled, like, please just let me go. And they're trying to like I don't know, they're just explaining the rules. And anyways, there's a ghost at the cafe, and she thought it just looks like a woman reading a book, right?
Uh-huh.
So Fumiko's like, what? Like I see her. So anyways, that's where we're leading off. Is she still hasn't time traveled yet. She's trying to, and that's where we're off. So so this is
Nice.
Fumiko's thoughts. You can't really go back to the past. This cafe can't really take you back. It was all just a ploy to get people to come. Take the countless number of annoying rules, for example. These are just the first hurdles to encourage customers wanting to return to the past to give up. If the customer passes those first hurdles, then this must be the next hurdle for those customers who still want to go back in time. They mention a ghost to frighten the person into giving up on the idea. The woman in
Lame.
Yep, that's what she's suspecting. The woman in the dress is just for show. She's pretending to be a ghost. The dress is just for show. Oh wait. Anyways, next paragraph. Fumiko was beginning to feel quite stubborn. If it's all a lie, then so be it. But I'm not going to be fooled by this lie. Fumiko addressed the woman in the dress politely. Look, it'll only be for a short while. Please, would you kindly allow me to sit there? Because she has to sit where the ghost is sitting to go back in time.
Oh, I see.
But as if her words hadn't reached the woman's ears. But it was as if her words hadn't reached the woman's ears.
Charger.
She continued reading without the slightest reaction. Being totally ignored like that darkened Fumiko's mood. She grabbed the woman's upper arm. Stop, you
No.
mustn't do that, warmed Kazu, which Kazu is one of the side characters.
Well, yeah, why she fucking trying to fuck this
Mhm.
lady up?
Hey,
Resorting
just
to violence, Fumiko? You're gonna shank your
Mhm.
ex now?
Oh, just you wait. Fumiko then goes, "Hey, stop just ignoring me." Fumiko tried to forcefully drag the woman in the dress from her seat. And then it happened. The woman in the dress's eyes widened, and she glared at Fumiko fiercely. She felt as
Fierce.
fiercely, honey. She felt as if the weight of her body had increased many times over. It felt as if dozens of heavy blankets had fallen over her. The light in the cafe dimmed to the brightness of candlelight. An unworldly wailing began to reverberate through the cafe. She was paralyzed, unable
Like
to
a
move a
banshee.
muscle. She dropped to her knees and then fell to a crawling position. Ugh, what's happening? What's happening? She had absolutely no idea what was going on. Kazu, in a smug, told you so kind of way, simply said, she cursed you. Ooh!
Damn, Kazu's
Wait,
cunty.
what happened? What happened? What happened?
Oh, you missed so much, Dan.
So all I know is that she walked up to the ghost and asked, and then I don't know what happened.
No, she walked up to the lady and was like, "Lady, sit me where the ghost is sitting so I can time travel." And the lady was like, "No, you're gonna regret this." And she was like, "No, I want to do it." She grabbed the lady's arm and she's like, "Let me do it." And then Kazu was like, "No, don't do that." And then the lady's fucking head fucking cracked and she was like, "Oh." And then her
Ghost
eyes
lady?
went all white, and then
The-
she,
the
and then
ghost lady?
no, and then the
Yes, the
girl
ghost
was like
lady.
went to her knees because the ghost lady was like, you know.
And
Dude, ghost is crazy.
yeah, so
Dude, ghost is
Fumiko fell to the
crazy.
floor. She said, "Oh, what's happening? What's happening?" And then Kazu, in a smug told you so kind of way, simply said she cursed
Auntie.
you.
Okay, but like, can't like she sue this cafe?
I mean, if she
On
makes it
what
out.
grounds? On what grounds,
What do
honey?
you mean? If she makes it out, he says. True.
Well, it's not like the lady damaged her, and she touched her first.
Yeah, she
The
like
ghost?
grabbed that woman. That poor ghost woman.
She said, "Move out of my way, bitch."
When
She said,
Fumiko,
"Get me to time travel."
oh no. When Fumiko heard curse, she didn't understand at first. Huh? She asked with a groan. Unable to withstand this invisible force that seemed to be getting stronger, Fumiko was now lying face down on the floor.
Dude, people walk on that floor.
She's
She's
just
licking their
she's
toes.
just
Mhm.
seizing, fucking
Yeah.
choking on floor, coffee crumbs.
What is this? What's going on? It's a curse. You went ahead and did what you did, and she cursed you, said Kazu as she slipped back into the kitchen, leaving Fumiko sprawled on the floor.
Yo, Fumiko's fucked.
Lying face down, Fumiko didn't see Kazu go, but with one ear firmly against the floor, she clearly heard Kazu leave by the sound of her fading footsteps. Fumiko's fear was so intense, she shivered as if icy water had been poured over her entire body. You've got to be kidding. Look at me, what can I do? There was no response. Fumiko started shuddering. The woman in the dress was
Fucking
still
die.
glaring at Fumiko with a terrifying expression. She seemed a completely different person to the woman who had been calmly reading her book just moments earlier.
That's 'cause
Help
she
me!
fucked with her.
Please help me, Fumiko yelled out to the kitchen. Kazu calmly returned. Fumiko could not see this, but Kazu was holding a glass of carafe? Oh, a glass carafe. Is it carafe or carafe? Carafe?
Carafe? Carafe?
I think it's a carafe.
Don't even know what it is, bro.
A glass carafe
sure.
of coffee in her hand.
Carafe.
Carafe, yeah.
Carafe.
Fumiko heard the footsteps coming towards her, but she had no idea what was happening. First the rules, then the ghost, and now the curse. It was all utterly bewildering. Kazu hadn't even given her any indication whether she meant to help her or not. Fumiko was on the verge of yelling help at the top of her lungs. But right at that moment, would you care for some more coffee? Fumiko heard Kazu asking nonchalantly. Fumiko was incensed, ignoring her in the moment of need. Kazu was not only not helping, she was offering the woman in the dress some more coffee. Fumiko was dumbfounded.
She assaulted a woman.
She did, even if
She's
it was a
dumbfounded that she got literally floored, like after grabbing this woman aggressively.
Yeah, she got fucking shit on.
I want to bet the
Shit
coffee is
on.
going to distract the ghost, and then the curse will be lifted.
Oh, so like it isn't like a permanent curse. It's like I'm holding you down, bitch.
I don't
Dude,
know.
what if for the rest of the book it's just her narrating her being stuck on that floor for the rest of her life.
Everyone just like walks over her and asks the ghost to like sit down. They're like, yeah, you can sit down.
Step on that bitch. There's a lot of weird characters in the cafe. I think the only people at the cafe are people on the inside, you know.
The book should be called Floor Girl.
Anyways, continue.
I was clearly told that she was a ghost, and it was wrong of me not to believe it. It was also wrong of me to grab onto the woman's arm and try to forcefully remove her from her chair. But even though I've been yelling, "Help me," the girl has just been ignoring me, and now she is breezily asking that woman if she wants more coffee. Why would a ghost be wanting another coffee? You've got to be kidding, was all that Fumiko was able to vocalize. However, But without hesitation, "Yes, please," an eerily ethereal voice replied. It was the woman in the dress who had spoken. Suddenly, Fumiko's body felt lighter. Ah, the curse had been lifted. Fumiko, unencumbered and panting, rose up on her knees and glared at Kazu. Kazu returned her gaze as if to ask, "You have something to say?" and shrugged with indifference.
Kazu's cunty. Kazu's one of the girls.
Kazu's the barista, by the way. She works there. Girl.
The barista, you mean my hero. My favorite character so far.
The woman in the dress took a sip from her freshly poured coffee and then returned quietly to her book. Acting as if nothing out of the ordinary had happened, Kazu disappeared back to the kitchen and returned to the cafe. Oh, to return to the cafe. Oh.
Kazu's got orders backed up. Kazu doesn't have time for this shit.
Fumiko once more reached out her hand to touch the shoulder of that terrifying woman in the dress.
Damn! Fumiko didn't learn her lesson!
That's what I'm trying to say. Her fingers could feel her. The woman is here. She exists. Unable to understand such weird events, Fumiko was completely confused. She had experienced the whole thing. She couldn't dispute that. Her body had been pushed down by an invisible force, though she could not make sense of things in her head. Her heart had already fathomed the situation well enough to be pumping gallons of blood through her body. She stood up and walked towards the counter, feeling quite dizzy. By the time she had made her way there, Kazu had returned from the kitchen. "Is she really a ghost?" Fumiko asked Kazu. "Yes," was Kazu's only reply. She had started topping up the sugar pot with sugar. Dude,
Kazu's so nonchalant.
She's cunty.
I love her.
So, this totally impossible thing happened. Fumiko once more began to hypothesize. If the ghost and the curse really happened, then what they say about going back in time might also be true. Experiencing the curse had convinced Fumiko that you can go back, but there was a problem. It was that rule. In order to go back to the past, you have to sit in one particular seat. Sitting in that one particular seat, however, is a ghost. Anything I say doesn't get through to her, and when I tried
on her lap.
Oh? And when I tried to sit there forcefully, she cursed me. What am I meant to do? "You just have to wait," Kazu said, as if she could hear Fumiko's thoughts. "What do you mean?" "Every day there is just one moment when she goes to the bathroom. A ghost needs to go to the bathroom? While she's gone, you can sit there." This is really interesting.
It does seem really interesting.
There's still 91 pages. No. 91 pages left.
91 pages.
Do you guys like the smell of books?
Yeah.
This shit smells so good.
Depends on how old it is though, because I like new book smell, regular book smell, old book smell, but there's really old book smell.
And that's like too much.
That shit's fucking nasty. That shit smells
Did you guys see the cover? Cute, huh?
It's so cute, dude. So unsuspecting. I didn't think this book would have cuntiness in it. It looks so cute.
Yeah, and it was translated from Japanese too. So I wonder how this cuntiness. What's the Japanese word for cunty?
I don't know. It could even be more than one word. Like it
Could
could be
be.
a phrase. Like in Spanish, that's a thing, you know. But on a dance floor.
Oh, my fucking Dairy Queen is getting here. Also, Dan, I think my stepmom's getting transferred tonight, so I may or may not reach out to Andrea to see if she to you
Hello.
guys.
Let's see.
Oh,
What's going on over here?
Who's that?
before anything,
I'm a ghost.
this is all being YouTube live streamed.
Oh,
she's
this is
the ghost, dude.
she's the ghost. I'm gonna go pick
a
up my
ghost.
Blizzard.
All right, we'll take care of the viewers.
Ah. Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
I'm here. I'm hanging out with one of my besties, Elijah, and with my little bro, little Dan, right here with the glasses. Look at him, so concerned. Him so concerned. No, we're all. Elijah's reading us his book, and Dan's building his keyboard. Yeah, it was very like spontaneous. And then I'm making this bracelet.
Pretty.
It's with a shell that my friend got in Bali that had a hole in it, and I'm making it as like a. She's gonna give it to somebody. The gift.
Nice.
Oh yeah, who is pushing Daisy's 69?
She's the ghost from the book. We were just talking about a ghost in the book.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's wicked cool, and she goes to the bathroom at least once a day. Oh, my dad's calling. I'll be right back.
Dan, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you're good. You heard me about that thing, right?
Yeah, you can continue.
I'll keep you posted. We'll see, because I have a busy day tomorrow, so I'm like, girl.
Yeah, if you're gonna come, that ain't no thing, brother.
Yeah. I just have an interview at 12, and then...
My new phone case came in the mail. My dad wanted to give it to me.
Ooh. Unboxing?
Unboxing.
Do it for the stream.
My address.
It says my name.
It's my dad's name. Oh, wait a second. I probably shouldn't open it.
Why?
Because I was thinking of upgrading my phone. And when I upgrade my phone, I'm going to need to get a new case anyway. So should I open it, fuck it, and just get a new one later?
No, just use that one. And then later just reuse that one. What the hell?
I can't because I'm getting a different phone.
No, yeah, like it's not gonna fit, is what she's saying. The new phone.
Fuck it, it was just $25. I'll be fine. It's because this one ripped like in the middle, because the magnet thing was shitty, so I ripped it off and ripped the whole case. But I do need one. This is exactly the same as my old one that I used to have. Dan, remember the green one?
Yeah.
Except it's purple. I love the purple though, because on Amazon the purple looked real, like it looked chrome and looked a little bit like too fuchsia-y, and I was like, fuck it, it's cute, whatever.
Okay.
That's a nice shade. It's like lilac-y.
Yeah. Did I lose the other piece? No. I used to keep these like foam insert things for stuff. They come in handy when you do craft shit.
I don't doubt that.
That's the hoarder mentality, brother.
Do you still have the flip
No, like
phone
I
too?
would actually use them when I would like drill things. I would use them so that I wouldn't drill into my desk.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
Do you also still have the flip phone, Dan?
I do, yes.
Can I see it?
Are you gonna get? Yeah, sure. Are you gonna get the new flip phone, or are you going to get like
I'm thinking about it.
The Razor looks pretty cool. And the Razor is also a flip phone.
Yeah, I was thinking of actually getting the one that you have. Would you recommend I get that one, Dan, or would you recommend I get the new one?
I don't know.
I got
What are you
purple. I
doing?
got purple now. Purple.
Priscilla, how did you make that like little anime version of yourself, or was that just like an existing picture that happens to look like you?
My goal is to find an anime version of a schnauzer because of Sophie, so that I can have her as my background. And I came across this really old movie of a girl and her schnauzer, and it's about the schnauzer. He speaks in the movie,
And the girl looks like
and
you.
and there's that scene where the schnauzer's wearing the hard glasses, and I wear hard glasses. So I was like, that's perfect.
See, this is what I'm
Have you
talking
not seen the
about.
full picture, Elijah?
No.
You should show him the full picture.
Okay.
Let me
This
see
is
if
what
I
I'm
can
talking
find
about with
it.
coincidences.
It's on my Facebook.
What's
Yeah.
the fucking statistical likelihood of that shit?
The statistical likelihood.
Dude, what if time travel has already been invented? Bruh.
The picture is just a still from the animated movie.
That's literally you and Sophie.
That's yeah. That's
What
me and
the
Sophie.
fuck?
Which is why it's my background, and then when I unlock the phone, it's
Dude,
Sophie.
I thought you made it.
Yeah,
It's,
a
like,
lot of
so
people have asked me
accurate.
if I've made it. And it's like so 90. But like I have that exact outfit.
Oh no. That's a little suspicious.
Well, sussy.
Is
Hey,
it
why'd you
suspicious?
stop reading, bro? You stopped reading at the best part.
Honestly.
I know. Let's see what
This is a
happens to
Dairy
this
Queen.
bitch.
Oh yeah, you're eating. My
Yeah,
bad.
does she get her muffins? Does she get fucking thrown on the floor again?
Well,
Elle, you're in for a treat because this book is actually really cool.
it is.
I'll read next time that we do this. Okay.
What's it called? Before the coffee is cold? Oh.
It's
okay.
about a
Cool.
cafe in Japan that if you go there, you can travel back in time. But there are a bunch of rules, like you have to sit in a specific seat. You can only go back in time in the cafe. You can't like leave, and you have to come back before the coffee gets cold, amongst other things. It's really interesting.
Dang. Before it gets cold, what if like somebody's blowing on your coffee so it gets cold quickly?
What if
Is that
someone's
gross?
heating it up?
Oh, that's true. If you place it on a cup,
Heated plate or something?
yeah.
Someone just got a heat gun or a hair dryer.
I wonder if that would break the rules or not.
No, because I'm pretty sure it's just when the ghost comes. No, and the coffee getting cold is just
There's
a
a
base
ghost?
timer for it.
There's a ghost.
The
And she
ghost.
already cursed this bitch, and this bitch wants a no. She was throwing hands, and the ghost cursed her, and then the cunty barista was like, "That's what you get."
And mind you,
And she'll do it again.
she wants to go back in time to the day that her man broke up with her.
Not
To
worth
do
it.
what? We don't know.
She
So
still wants to go,
broke
dude.
up with him. Just kidding.
Yeah, she wants to
I
go back in
know.
time to fuck his shit up.
We'll see. Maybe
I'm
we'll
using
get
my crystal box as
there.
a weight.
Ooh. Okay. While she's gone, you can sit there. Fumiko stared hard into Kazu's eyes. She gave a small nod. That seemed to be the only solution. As to Fumiko's question of whether ghosts go to the bathroom, Kazu was unsure of whether it was genuine curiosity or meant for comedic effect, and decided to ignore it with a deadpan expression.
Period, Kazu.
I know, I kind of like Kazu.
Kazu, I'm living.
Fumiko drew a deep breath. A moment ago, she had been grasping at straws. Now she had a piece of straw in her hand, and she wasn't going to let it go. She once had read a story about a man who traded his way up from one piece of straw to become a millionaire. If she was to become a straw millionaire, she mustn't waste that straw. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait. Fine, but you should know that she doesn't differentiate between day and night. Yes, okay, I'll wait, Fumiko said, desperately clutching her straw. What time do you close? Regular hours are until 8 p.m., but if you decide you want to wait, you can wait for as long as it takes. Thank you. Fumiko sat down at the middle of the 3 tables. She sat with her chair facing the woman in the dress. She folded her arm and breathed hard through her nose. I'm going to get that seat, she announced, glaring at the woman in the dress. The woman in the dress was reading her book as always. Kazu gave a little sigh. Okay. That's where we're leaving off. There's like this little sound effect. It's like, oh god. Do you guys see it? This focusing. It says clang dong. Clang dong. I think that's like supposed to be the bell ringing when you open the cafe door.
Oh.
Hello, good evening, said Kazu, delivering her standard greeting. Kotake. Standing in the open doorway was a woman. She looked like she might be a little over 40. Kotake was wearing a navy blue cardigan over a nurse's uniform and carrying a plain shoulder bag. Breathing a little heavy as if she had been running, she held her hand on her chest as if to steady her breath. Thanks for calling, she said. She spoke quickly. Kazu nodded with a smile and disappeared into the kitchen. Kotake took 2 or 3 steps towards the table closest to the entrance and stood next to the man called Fusagi. He didn't seem to notice her at all. Fusagi, Kotake said, in a gentle tone that one would normally reserve for a child. Ooh, let me say that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't very gentle.
Like you're talking to a bitch-ass kid.
Fusagi, Kotake said in a gentle tone that one would normally reserve for a child. At first, Fusagi showed no reaction, as if he hadn't noticed that she had called him. But noticing her in his peripheral vision, he turned to her with a vacant stare. Kotake, he muttered. Yes, it's me, Kotake said with clear articulation. What are you doing here? I had some time off and I thought I might have a cup of coffee. Oh, okay, Fusagi said. He once more cast his eyes down to his magazine. Kotake, continuing to look at him, sat casually down in the seat opposite. He didn't react to this, and instead turned the page of his magazine. I hear you've been coming back here a lot lately, Kotake said while studying every nook and cranny of the cafe, like a customer who is visiting for the first time. Yeah, Fusagi said simply. So you've taken a liking to this place? Oh, not particularly, he said, in a way that clearly showed that he had indeed taken a liking to the place. A slight smile formed on his lips. I'm waiting, he whispered. What are you waiting for? He turned and looked over at the seat where the woman in the dress was sitting.
Spencer, before anything.
Oh god,
This
yes.
is all being live streamed.
Yes, please don't say anything that's gonna get us all canceled.
Oh my god. Well, I think that's really funny because I can add this to your stream and I don't think it's cancelable.
Oh, is there tea?
No, so Garrett texted
And
me
mute
because
yourself. For just for a little bit.
wait, unmute me, son? What?
No, Dan. I can't hear because of Dan, I love you.
So Garrett was talking to me about how he went on a date, and I was like, "Wow, I'm really sad because I am lonely." Blah blah blah. And so then he was like, "Nah, real talk, you're hilarious, a smart, sassy, good-looking slay bitch." And then he put in parentheses, "I'm trying to sound as gay hype as Elijah." And I said, "LMFAO, no one can be Elijah in that category. Even if I was snorting Doxy Prep off of RuPaul's dick while I was getting DP'd at Pride by myself, Ashaja, and Carson Kressley, while Bianca Del Rio was calling me fat and Charlie XCX was serenading me."
Jeez, that was a lot of gay.
That was so much gay.
That was a lot of gay slay.
I understood it all. That's really extreme.
Yeah, it was. I understood it too.
And then Garrett goes, "This is my favorite thing. I literally cannot breathe."
I love that. I think he's gonna be on later. We can all play.
I'll just text him right now.
Well, I'm kind of in the middle of something right now, and if you want to join,
Live stream, no gaming book club, a crafty dance making a keyboard. L is beautiful, beautiful audience. Yeah.
I'm reading this book to Dan and Priscilla and L.
And that's what you're live streaming? That's what I'm ruining?
It's also kind of like a live critique of the book and the characters and the story.
Interesting. So you just are doing a fucking one-sided book club.
Spencer, shut the fuck up.
Spencer, we invited your bitch ass. Say yes and stay.
Okay.
I think you'll like it. Honestly, this bitch.
What kind of book is it?
It's fiction. It's some bitch goes to this cafe that can take her back in time to the day she got dumped. But there's a bunch of like rules and shit. And she keeps trying to fuck with this ghost, but the ghost keeps fucking her ass up.
That sounds like this book I'm reading. It's
Oh, wait, really?
swear to God, I forgot what it's called. It's literally in my closet. But basically,
Why is it in your closet?
her boyfriend dies or something, and then she hold on, let me read the synopsis. Give me 30 seconds.
This bitch's boyfriend didn't die. He just dumped her.
I moved to
Why
America.
are we letting Spencer talk, bro? I don't want to hear his shit.
Oh my god. I feel
I
so
just want to
mean.
listen to the fuck. I just want to listen to the fucking. I'm gonna tell him when he gets back. I just want to listen to the fucking book, and he keeps fucking interrupting with his fucking pointless.
We
ass
invited
shit.
him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll be quiet, Dan. I didn't realize
Thank
it
you.
was-
Daniel, shut the fuck up.
What's the synopsis, Spencer?
No, Dan's like really upset. Just play email. Like,
Dan also has that hairline, so just tell us what the book's about.
well, I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but I like it's fine.
If it's in the open, you can say it, brother. I ain't putting my hairline on camera because I don't want you to make fun of it.
Well, that was a smart choice. But I wasn't gonna do that because I value you as a friend and you were upset. So I'm just gonna shut the fuck up for the remainder of my life.
Daniel's never upset.
Now I'm curious about what that book is about.
I'm curious too.
I
Dan.
know. This is
Okay, fine. I'll say it.
me.
God damn it. Okay. Isla has fled the city for a small town, Missouri, in Missouri in the wake of a painful and exhausting year. With her chronic anxiety at a fever pitch, the last thing she expects to do is meet a genuine romantic prospect, and she doesn't. But she gets a text from a man, who seems to think he's her husband, obviously a wrong number, except when she points this out, the mystery detector sends her a picture of them on their wedding day. Isla cautiously starts up texting relationships with her maybe hoax, maybe husband, Ewan, who claims to be reaching out a few years into the future. Ewan knows Isla incredibly well and seems to love her exactly the way she is, which she can hardly fathom. But he's also grieving because in the future, he and Elsa are no longer together. Bitch, she unalived herself in the book,
Oh,
and
shit.
he's texting her from the
Mm.
future. It's
Ew.
fucking crazy.
Break the phone. Throw it in a volcano. That's scary.
So anyway, yeah,
That
he's
sounds
literally
cool.
texting her. He's texting her, and then like the day that they're supposed to meet, like they stop texting. Like he literally can't text her anymore. So then he was giving her a whole bunch of tips and being like, I go to this cafe, like this is how we met, blah 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 blah. Because like their entire relationship from how they met to like how they're meeting the second time is completely different. So it's like basically her trying to get up the courage to talk to him because she has a lot of anxiety, and they like go on dates and like do all this cute shit, and like it was I was reading this shit in February, like after my breakup, and I was like, this is the cutest shit I've ever fucking heard. Like I'm so upset right now, I can't read this right now.
Wow.
So anyway, yeah, it's actually a really good book. I just, if I wasn't so heartbroken, I would have finished it, but it's fine.
Maybe
Yeah.
finishing it could be a part of your healing process.
That's
Or some,
tea.
or
I
some
get
shit
it
like
though.
that.
That's like very heavy, like material.
It is kind of a heavy book because like I said, obviously, like she kind of unalived herself because she had like a lot of issues, which I felt awful for it. But he was basically like not only trying to get her back into a relationship, but also like saving her from harming herself, which I thought was like a beautiful, really beautiful thing. But anyway,
He's the one that should have anxiety. The fuck? He seems stressed.
That's
so yeah,
interesting.
it was
There's some
really good.
parallels for sure. Dude, guys, check out this fucking mug. Is this shit not fucking dope?
Is this ceramic?
It's ceramic, homemade,
get it.
Wow.
handmade by some artist in Flagstaff.
Oh, that's so sick.
Wow.
Mhm.
We support artists.
And check these things out. These are handmade cement spheres.
Don't make that shit.
And
Should I start selling
I roll
handmade
them.
cement spheres?
Yeah, and well, I roll them in sand, and the design imprints on the sand. It makes like ASMR sounds.
Like a little Zen moment garden.
I should
sand
do a
garden.
stream where I just like zoom in on it and just roll them around, and if people enjoy the sound,
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
dude.
That'd actually be cool.
You should.
Okay.
Wait, so are you oh, never mind. We can talk about it later.
About what? I'm curious.
I was gonna say, are you like doing like an all-inclusive stream of like just a whole bunch of different activities and not really gaming anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do what
This
I'm
was
just
kind of
kinda...
just spontaneous.
It was spontaneous. I'll just do it casually.
Because we were having a good conversation and then had our cams up, and it was like, oh, that's really sick book. What if we like just kind of read it together, low key, like audiobook?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but no, I was because I'm like doing TikTok now, and I have my YouTube linked, so I just wanted to have some stuff on here. But I definitely want to game and shit for sure.
I love that. Okay, so anyway, continue for Dan.
Thank you.
Daniel has no time.
I just really want to know what's going on, bro.
Honestly, we need to know what Fumiko's up to. How is she trifling today?
And that guy wants to wait for the fucking spooky.
So
ghost
that
too,
guy
they
wants
got the fucking they're gonna
Who's
fight
fighting
for it?
next? Let's see.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He turned and looked over at the seat where the woman in the dress was sitting. For her to leave that seat, he answered. His face betrayed a boyish glimmer. Fumiko hadn't particularly been eavesdropping, but the cafe was small. What? She exclaimed in surprise at learning that Fusagi was likewise waiting for the woman in the dress to go to the bathroom so he could return to the past. Hearing Fumiko's voice, Kotaki turned to look at her, but Fusagi paid no attention to her himself. Is that so? Kotaki asked. Yeah, was all that Fusagi said in reply as he took a sip of his coffee. Fumiko was shaken. Please don't let me have competition. After all, she instantly realized that it was her who was at a disadvantage should they both have the same objective. When she had entered the cafe, Fusagi was already there. Since he was here first, it was his turn first. As a matter of common courtesy, she was not going to jump the queue. The woman in the dress only went to the bathroom once a day. Therefore, there was only one chance to sit in the seat each day. Fumiko wanted to go back in time right away. She was unable to bear the thought that she might have to wait an extra day and was unable to hide her agitation at this unexpected development.
Dude, no wonder her boyfriend dumped her, dude. No.
Yeah, she's kind of explosive.
Yeah, she like fucking tried to assault the old ghost lady.
Yeah.
Only to get her ass handed to her. Like she literally grabbed her and was like, ah.
And then the ghost grabbed that bitch by her hair. I'm just kidding. She cursed her. And she got... Anyways, yeah.
She left a voicemail and said, "This is for Rachel, you big fat white ass."
Honestly.
She leaned sideways and cocked her ear to make sure that Fusagi really did intend to return to the past. Did you get to sit there today? Kotaki asked. Not today. Oh, you couldn't sit there? Yeah, no. Their conversation was doing nothing to allay her worst fears. Fumiko scrunched up her face. Fusagi, what do you want to do when you go back in time? There was no mistaking. Fusagi was waiting for the woman in the dress to go to the bathroom. This revelation was a huge blow for Fumiko. Disappointment spread across her face and she collapsed onto the table again. The devastating conversation continued. Something you want to fix? Well, Fusagi thought for a moment. That's my secret, he said. He gave a self-satisfied, childish grin. Your secret? Yeah. Even though Fusagi had said it was a secret, Kotaki smiled as if something was pleasing. Then she peered over to the woman in the dress. But it doesn't look like she'll be going to the bathroom today, does it? Fumiko hadn't been expecting to hear that. She reacted automatically, lifting her head from the table. Her movement was so swift it was almost audible. Is it possible that the woman might not even go to the bathroom? Kazu said that she goes once a day, but as that woman said, perhaps the woman in the dress has already made today's trip. No, that can't be the case. I really hope that's not the case. Praying that was not so, Fumiko waited in trepidation for what Fusagi would say next. Perhaps that's right, he said, readily conceding this point. No way. Fumiko's mouth opened as if to let out a shriek, but she was dumbfounded by the shock. Why isn't the woman in the dress going to the bathroom? What does the woman call... What does the woman called Kotaki know? She was desperate for answers. Yet she sensed that she couldn't interrupt the conversation. She had always believed that reading the situation was important, and right now Kotaki's entire body language was saying, stay out of it. Exactly what she was meant to stay out of was not clear to her, but there was definitely something happening there, and outsiders weren't welcome. So, how about we leave? Kotaki said in a gentle coaxing, not coaxing.
Oh my gosh,
Gotta
she
make
said that
everything
so
gay.
coxing.
Yep. I should just read this like super gay. That'd be funny. Huh? Her big chance was back. Setting aside the question of whether the woman in the dress had already gone to the bathroom, if Fusagi left, at least she could be rid of her rival. When Kotaki had suggested that the woman in the dress probably wouldn't be moving today, Fusagi had simply agreed. Perhaps that's right. He said, perhaps. It is equally plausible that he could have meant, at any rate, I'm waiting to see. If it was her, Fumiko would definitely wait. If it was her, Fumiko would definitely wait. She concentrated all of her mental reserve while she waited for his reply, trying not to appear too eager. It was as if her entire body had become her ears. He glanced over at the woman in the dress, then paused, deep in thought. Sure, okay, he replied. As it was such a clear and simple reply, Fumiko's heart didn't skip a beat. But even so, her excitement soared and she felt her heart beating fast. Right then, we'll leave when you finish your cup, said Kotaki, looking at the half-empty coffee cup. Fusagi now seemed to be only thinking about leaving. No, it's okay. It's gone cold anyhow, he said as he clumsily packed away his magazine, notebook, and pencil and got up from his seat. Putting on a jacket with fleecy sleeves, a type often worn by construction workers, he made his way to the till. What is a fleecy
Did she just
sleeve?
clock him? Did she just clock him? You mean like
Dan,
a hoodie?
I don't know. Dan, do you know what that is? Because you're like...
Just probably like just a fleece, and
What is fleece?
They're just...
Fleece is like what those blankets are made of, the ones that
Yeah.
have like knots on the edges. They're like the little blankies, little patterned blankies, kind of fuzzy. Look like soft felt.
I think the ones that you like DIY.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily, but yeah.
It's literally just blanket material.
Yeah.
So he has a jacket made out of blanket?
Yeah, that is a thing.
It's just fabric.
It's just because you guys are from Arizona. I'm from cold shit.
Bitch, I know what a fleece jacket is. I have a fleece hoodie in my...
Well,
I could show
Elijah
you
obviously doesn't.
I didn't.
Also, this book is in Japan, so maybe workers there wear those a lot more commonly than workers here, you know?
Yeah, this book was translated from Japanese, so it's not like American culture. Okay, let's see. This bitch is eager. Okay. With impeccable timing, Kazu came back out of the kitchen. Fusagi passed her the coffee bill. What do I owe? He asked. Kazu entered the amount using the clunky keys of the ancient cash register. Meanwhile, Fusagi was checking his second bag, his shirt pocket, and his back pocket, and every other place he could think. That's odd. My wallet, he muttered. It seems he had come to the cafe without his wallet. After looking in the same places again and again, he still couldn't find it. He looked visibly upset, close to tears even. Then Kotaki unexpectedly produced a wallet and held it in front of him. Here. It was a well-worn men's leather wallet, folded in half, bulging with what appeared to be a wad of receipts. He paused for a moment, staring at the wallet presented before him. He seemed genuinely in a daze. Finally, he took the wallet offered to him without a word. How much? He asked while furrowing into the coin purse as if it was a familiar habit. Kotaki said nothing. She simply stood behind Fusagi, watching over him as he went about paying. 380 yen, Kazu said. Fusagi pulled out one coin and handed it to Kazu. Okay, here's 500 yen. Kazu took the money, entered it into the cash register. She pulled the change from the door. That's 120 yen change. Kazu carefully placed the change and receipt in Fusagi's hand. Thank you for the coffee. I know, I was going to do the math in my head, but I'm like, fuck that. Thank you for the coffee, he said, putting the change carefully in his wallet. He stowed the wallet in his bag, having seemingly forgotten that Kotaki was there, and he quickly headed for the door. Clang dong. So the sound says clang dong. I don't know if you guys can read it.
You can say a different noise.
Wait, let me tongue
What's
pop.
wrong with clang dong, Daniel?
Let me tongue pop every time the door opens.
There you go.
Oh my god. Hold on.
I don't even
Anyways,
know if my mic picked that shit up.
Kotaki seemed not in the least bothered by his attitude. Thank you, she said simply, and followed on after him. Clang dong. They were rather odd, Fumiko muttered. Kazu cleared the table where Fusagi had sat and disappeared once more into the kitchen. The sudden appearance of a rival had upset Fumiko, but now that only she and the woman in the dress remained, she felt sure that victory would be hers. Right, the competition's gone. Now I just need to wait for her to vacate the seat, she thought.
Jesus, Fumiko.
I know. Yet the cafe had no windows, and the 3 wall clocks each showed different times. Without customers coming and going, her sense of time was becoming frozen. Starting to doze off a little, she reeled off the rules for returning to the past. The first rule. The only people one may meet with while back in the past are those who have visited the cafe. Fumiko's parting conversation with Goro just happened to have taken place in this cafe. The second rule. No matter how hard one tries while back in the past, one cannot change the present. In other words, even if Fumiko returned to that day 1 week earlier and pleaded for Goro not to go, the fact that he had left for America would not change. She didn't understand why it should be so, and she could feel herself getting upset again thinking about it. But resigned, she accepted it, given it was the rule. The third rule. In order to return to the past, you have to sit in that seat, and the seat alone. This was the seat occupied by the woman in the dress. If you try to sit there by force, you get cursed. The fourth rule. While back in the past, you must stay in the seat and never move from it. In other words, for some reason or other, you couldn't go to the bathroom while back in the past. The fifth rule. There is a time limit. Now that she thought about it, Fumiko still hadn't been told the details of this one. She had no idea how long or short this time was. Fumiko thought about these rules over and over. Her thoughts went back and forth. She went from thinking that going back in time was going to be rather pointless to thinking that she may as well take charge of that conversation and say everything she wanted to. After all, it couldn't hurt, could it? If it was not going to change the present? Fumiko went over each rule again and again until finally, slumped on the table, she drifted off to sleep. Okay.
Yeah, Fumiko. Fumiko's like, I'm tired.
She is. I feel like
She
this
didn't
is
have enough rest when she was on the floor seizing.
cursed. I feel like that's a good stopping point.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think, though? It's actually really interesting.